Hi, welcome back to my views and news. Before two main news stories from Ethiopia, I have a quick news story from an African country where military has seized power on national television. Military has made this announcement. Last month it was Niger where military seized power. This month it is in Gabon where elections were held. Ali Bongo, the president, claimed victory with two-third majority. Elections were rigged. Opposition parties rejected election results. Military has now seized power. Ali Bongo's family has been in power for the last 50 years. All elections held under Ali Bongo were rigged. In 2009, he took office. Close ties with France. Gabon, I think, is a former French colony. France's military presence here. French companies are mining in Gabon. Military seized power, borders closed. I think next military is going to take action against French companies. French military is also deployed in Gabon. Whenever militaries seize power in Africa, they get public support by announcing action against France or other European countries, because the military leaders say that their resources, assets are being plundered by West. That is how they get public sympathy, but no democracy as well, because this man in power without transparent elections. So that is why militaries get opportunity to seize power. In Zimbabwe too, we're seeing that opposition party, main party, has rejected election results. Election observers are saying that election held there was not transparent, it was rigged. But president there, let's see what happens there. Military coups happening frequently in Africa now. Two news stories in this video. While Fano fighters and the groups in the Amhara region are trying to paint the conflict in Amhara as Oromo versus Amhara, question is who is leading the military operations in the Amhara region? Who are local level commanders? I am not talking about main commanders, but we can talk about the ethnicity of main commanders too. So we'll try to have a look at some names. Names of those commanders who are leading the operation on city level. Are they Amhara? Are they Oromo? Secondly, a new story from the capital city of Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, where Ashenda music festival was organized on Thursday in the capital city, but organizer has been arrested. Tigrayan lady celebrated this festival, and we saw some celebrations in Addis Ababa too. In Makale there was a big celebration. But in Addis Ababa, music show organizer has been arrested. Firstly, viewers, who is leading the military operation in the Amhara region? Can we say that it is Oromia or Oromo Prosperity Party or Oromo generals or Oromo military commanders who are at the forefront, and Amharas are not part of military operations? Let's start from the top. Damake Mekonnen is Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Ethiopia. He is Deputy Chairman of Prosperity Party. PM Abiy is a right-hand man. He is an Amhara from the Amhara region. He is backing the military operation. Did he oppose military operation? So far, no opposition. Yes, he raised some points when he spoke about the call for peace in the region. He said that answers about identity and questions about identity and border have not been answered in the Amhara region. That is why it led to unrest and conflict and tension in the region. But he did not oppose the military operation. Secondly, Temesgen Tirone, he is head of Ethiopian intelligence agency NIS. NIS is one of the most powerful institutions in Ethiopia, National Intelligence and Security Services. Temesgen is very close to Ethiopian PM Abiy and he is an Amhara. He is official head of state of emergency setup. And he is the one who opposed the continuation, the existence of informal armed groups last year. Last year, he demanded disbandment of armed groups like Fano. So since last year, he has been proposing disbandment of Fano factions, Amhara. Abebo Tedesse, top general, Deputy Chief of Staff of Ethiopian National Defense Force, who is leading the command posts. Who is he? He is from the Amhara region. Some say he is Ago, others say he is Amhara, but he is from the Amhara region. He is from this region. He attends religious gatherings, mostly in the Amhara region. Then the presidents, Yilkal removed Amhara from Gojam. The incumbent, Araga Kabbede, Amhara from Gojam. Who launched the military attack to take back Gondar? Who was leading the attack? An officer by the name of Marie. I think he's a senior officer. And he is from Gondar. So he is from Gondar and he led the military operation which led to ENDF recapturing Gondar city. He is from Gondar, Amhara. What about the military operation in Debre Marcos? It was led by Fantahun Mikoe. Fantahun Mikoe, again, is an Amhara from this area, in charge of military operation in Debre Marcos. Then Finote Silam, police commissioner leading some operations there. A drone strike was conducted. Dejene Lamne, name of the police commissioner, Amhara. He was leading the military operations there. The colonel who led the military operation in Bahir Dar, when Fano fighters entered Bahir Dar and they tried to capture Bahir Dar airport, they captured some police stations, but they could not completely control Bahir Dar. That operation was led by a colonel. The colonel is from Gojam. Debre Ilyas military operation. Who led this military operation? An officer from Machakal, which is in Amhara region. Bichena military operation commander, again Amhara. I can go on and on. I have the names too, but let's come to the point. The point is that all major military operations in the Amhara region on federal level, zonal level, local level are being led by Amhara commanders. Soldiers under them could be Oromos and Amharas, but main commanders are all Amharas. Then why is that some groups in the Amhara region, they want to paint this war as Oromo versus Amhara? You cannot call all these Amharas traitors. They are part of the government. They are part of the military. And no one should expect them that they would leave the military, they would reject senior command's orders. They cannot, they are employees. Military officers, soldiers are employees. They have to obey orders. In Ethiopia, where there is so much unemployment, how will these military officers, the soldiers, survive if they're fired from their jobs? They'll suffer, their families suffer. So, I think we should not try to label the conflict in Amhara as Amhara versus Oromo. It's more complicated than this. Ideally, Fano fighters would try that this conflict turns into Amhara versus Oromo. Why? Because if this conflict takes ethnic color, it would be helpful for Fano fighters to sell their narrative that Oromos want to kill Amharas. They'll have more recruits, more money, more logistics. And that is why perhaps they're carrying out attacks in Oromia. We have seen some attacks in Oromia. Yesterday I reported that, 2 days ago I reported that too. Fano fighters have carried out attacks in Oromia 4 or 5 times so far. They want Oromia to be involved. But on government level, we're seeing that Amhara PP, top tier, I'm not talking about middle and lower ranks, top tier is united. That is why perhaps Oromia region's president Shimalis Abdisa was invited to Arega Kabbede's inauguration ceremony 2 days ago when Arega Kabbede started his job. We saw a ceremony in Bahirdar and Shimalis Abdisa was invited. Other regional presidents like from afar, Somali region, they were invited to. Tomas Controne was there too. About Radase was there too. So on federal level, Prosperity Party leaders are not portraying this war as war launched by Oromos against Amharas, but this narrative is being propagated by Amhara region-based groups which are fighting Fano factions, etc. Secondly, viewers, Ashenda music festival organizer has been arrested. The festival, the music show was held on Thursday, organized on Thursday in Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. It was organized in Fiddle Lounge. Arrested man is owner of Fiddle Lounge. His name is Ephraim Irmias. Police arrested him and police wants his physical remand. He was taken to a court, I think yesterday. Police demanded his physical custody. Police is accusing him of trying to incite violence and riots in Addis Ababa. Is it because that the music show was organized without permission, or the speakers, the participants at the show, they shared provocative anti-government material? Their talks were anti-government. That is why the organizer has been arrested. It's not clear, trying to find the details, but Ephraim Irmias is in custody and police wants his physical remand. Ashenda was celebrated mainly in Tigray, where there was a big celebration, but several incidents happened during the celebration, not reported by Tigray media. Tigray, just out of war, needs discipline among its youths, among its combatants. Respect for women should be respected in Tigray. In Addis Ababa, they are facing other types of problems. Let's see how Ephraim Irmias gets out of prison. So far, he is in police custody, reportedly. Thanks for watching.